A lady worked at a meat distribution factory. One day, when she finished with her work schedule, she went into the meat cold room to inspect something. But in a moment of misfortune, the door accidentally closed, and she was locked inside with no help in sight. Although she screamed and knocked with all her might, her cries went unheard, as no one could hear her. Most of the workers had already gone. And outside the cold room, it's impossible to hear what was going on inside. 5 hours later, whilst she was at the verge of death, the security guard of the factory eventually opened the door. She was miraculously saved from dying that day. When she later asked the security guard how he had come to open the door, which wasn't his usual work routine, his explanation was, "I've been working in this factory for 35 years, hundreds of workers come in and out every day. But you're one of the few who greet me in the morning and say goodbye to me every night when leaving after work. Many treat me as if I'm invisible. Today, as you reported for work like all other days, you greeted me in your simple manner, 'Hello.' But this evening after working hours, I curiously observed that I had not heard your 'Bye, see you tomorrow.' Hence, I decided to check around the factory. I looked forward to your hi and bye every day because they remind me that I am someone. By not hearing your farewell today, I knew something had happened. That's why I was searching everywhere for you. Be humble, love and respect those around you. Try to have an impact on people who cross your path every day. You never know what tomorrow will bring." An old lady handed her bank card to the teller and said, "I would like to withdraw $10. The teller told her, "For withdrawals less than $100, please use the ATM. The old lady wanted to know why. The teller returned her bank card and irritably told her, "These are the rules. Please leave if there is no further matter. There is a line of customers behind you." The old lady remained silent for a few seconds and handed her card back to the teller and said, "Please help me withdraw all the money I have." The teller was astonished when she checked the account balance. She nodded her head, leaned down, and respectfully told her, "You have $300,000 in your account, but the bank doesn't have that much cash currently. Could you make an appointment and come back again tomorrow?" The old lady then asked how much she could withdraw immediately. The teller told her any amount up to $3,000. "Well, please let me have $3,000 now." The teller kindly handed $3,000 very friendly and with a smile to her. The old lady put $10 in her purse and asked the teller to deposit $2,990 back into her account. The moral of this story: don't be difficult with old people. They spent a lifetime learning the skill. A man caught a bird, and the bird said to him, "Release me, and I will give you 3 valuable pieces of advice. I will give you the first when you let me go, the second when I fly up to that branch, and the third when I fly up to the top of the tree." The man agreed and let the bird go. The bird said, "Do not torment yourself with excessive regret for mistakes." The bird then flew up to a branch and said, "Do not believe anything that goes against common sense unless you have first-hand proof." And then the bird flew up to the top of the tree and said, "You are a fool. I have 2 huge jewels inside of me, and if you had killed me instead of letting me go, you would have had them." "Oh man," the man said, "how can I have been so stupid? I am never going to get over this. Bird, can you at least give the 3rd piece of advice as a consolation?" The bird replied, "I have been hoaxing you, and now you are asking for more advice, yet you have already disregarded the first 2 pieces of advice I gave you. I told you not to torment yourself with excessive regret for mistakes, and I told you not to believe things that go against common sense unless there is some kind of first-hand proof. And yet, you just tormented yourself with excessive regret for letting me go, and you also believed that somehow there are 2 jewels inside of a tiny bird like me. So here is your 3rd piece of advice. If you are not using what you know, why are you so intent on seeking what you do not know?" One day, a girlfriend gave a challenge to her boyfriend to live a day without her. No communication at all, and said if he passed it, she'll love him forever. The boyfriend agreed. He never texted or called his girlfriend for the whole day without knowing his girlfriend has only 24 hours left, because she was dying because of cancer. After a day, he excitedly went to this girlfriend. "I did it, baby." But tears fell as he saw his girlfriend lying down in a coffin with a note that said, "You did it, baby. Now please do it every day. I love you." He was rethinking his entire life and regrets every second he didn't appreciate. But after weeks of crying and regretting, he understood the message. Your time on this earth is limited, but the love between two people that really love each other is limitless. Once there was a boy. He was very popular and everyone wanted to be friends with him, but his mother had only one eye and was the school's cleaning lady. So he didn't want to be seen with her. One day she wanted to know the grades of him and unexpectedly came to his class. His classmates laughed at him when they found out that it was his mother. He was embarrassed that she had only one eye and was a cleaning lady. He hated her for it. When he turned 18, he moved out, had a wife and kids, and never talked to his mother again. One day his mother came to visit him. When she rang the doorbell, his children answered it and yelled, "Help Dad, a monster!" He yelled at her and told her to stay away. The next days, he felt guilty and wanted to apologize to her. When he rang her doorbell, no one answered. He noticed that the lawn in the front yard was not mowed. He asked the neighbors and was told, "You don't know yet? Your mother died. She left you a note for you." He read the note that said, "When you were 4, you and your father were in a car accident. Your father died and you lost an eye. I didn't want you to be bullied at school, so I gave you my eye. You saw the world through my eye all this time. I love you, your mother." Comment below on what you have learned from this story.